I guess these guys are Star Wars fans.
You want to explain what you mean by that?
Oh, well, first off, I'll explain it after you give the summary.
All right. The summary is that while patrolling the island, the twins go dragon boarding. I guess that you can dragon sledding. I guess
It's pretty much Zippleback sledding.
They can with their dragon and they cause an avalanche. And they almost get killed, but Hiccup and Toothless, they save Barf and Belch, and now they're just completely fawning over Hiccup. And it turns out that Zipplebacks are very loyal. They owe a life debt to the person or dragon, I guess, that rescued them. So. It's pretty much the whole entire episode is them trying to think of a way to undo the life debt, because it's making Hiccup miserable. And
he was on his last leg.
Oh!
That was just, oh man. But anyways, long story short, he gets kidnapped by the
Dragon Hunters.
God damn. Dragon Hunters, and then they save him. Everything's solved, wrapped in a nice little bow. Status quo is restored.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what did I like? What are some good things about the episode? One, I kind of like that it kind of added a little bit something new to the whole dragon rider relationship.
Yeah,
and what I did like was I did kind of like how miserable Hiccup was, especially
you hardly ever see him miserable, not to this extreme.
Well, first movie not included. First movie excluded.
Yeah,
and what I really liked is the fact that. The twins think to have Snotlout attack Hiccup, and Snotlout ends up the one in the most pain.
All he did was give him a simple punch.
That punch packed quite a wallop. Knocked out like 3 teeth. It knocked him out in dizziness. We're kind of seeing that there's more
stoic in him.
There's more stoic in it. That there's a lot more Vikingness contained in that small Hiccup package.
That's one big package in a small thing.
Big things come in small packages.
Yeah. Exactly.
He stops a berserker soldier's swing with both hands.
Oh, it's both hands.
And not only that, he breaks the ropes, but we can attribute that to probably their poor knot tying skills.
Yeah, but
whatever is your prerogative.
But going back to what we were saying in our code opening and asking me why that Star Wars reference, well, Star Wars. When a Wookiee is saved by someone, they owe a life debt, and apparently the Zipplebacks follow the Wookiee logic of whoever saves them, they owe a life debt to until they repay it.
Oh, that's from the expanded universe?
That's the expanded universe. No, it's never said in the movie, so yeah, it's pretty much expanded universe.
Yeah, because I watched those movies front to back. I had to rewatch them to prepare for episode 7, and I'm pretty sure that, and even with the poor dialogue of the prequels, never mentioned that.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, yeah, the life debt's there, and the Zipplebacks exhibit this, trying to, please Hiccup in the most humorous of ways. And what I did like about this is the humor of said trying to please him. Like, for example, how many legs he went through was just hysterical. And
Let's see.
he ended up in the peg leg. He's like, can you really call this a leg, Gobber? And he's like, oh. You should have picked your choice of words more wisely.
Oh well, he was under stress.
I understand, but still. But other than that one thing I do applaud though is prior to this episode, Zippleback, I didn't feel him as a joke, but it wasn't threatening in a way like a monstrous nightmare. When you see a monstrous nightmare, you're like, oh shit. Where if you see a Zippleback, like, okay,
two heads.
Two heads. Then you see it in action.
Yeah, when you see Barf circle the boats, expelling gas all around, and then Belch lights it, and it's like this big explosion that Michael Bay would be proud of.
Oh yeah. And then the fact that it did a distress call. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that is clever.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there is more to the Zippleback abilities that it was never shown or given proper screen time, as it were.
Oh, all right. And the thing is, I think we might have been a little too hasty in our call. Is that we kind of did think that this was more. These middle episodes were kind of more filler episodes, like they were just not moving the plot forward. And this kind of did a little bit. They brought the pirates. Now you fucking did it. Yeah, it's not funny. You still made a mistake.
I know, but I'm not the only one anymore.
Okay, so they bring the hunters back and they kidnap Hiccup.
No,
but again, yeah, it still didn't. It only moved forward just one step, in my opinion.
It's sad to say that I'm gonna have to say it here. Dagger is not threatening anymore. He's kind of a comic relief at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, he wasn't necessarily very threatening in the last season and the season before. He had more of the uncertainty about him. Now, though, it's just he's a punching bag, a butt monkey at this juncture.
Mm-hmm.
Frickin', he tries to aim at Barf and Belch and it blows up in his face. Or the fact that his hair was on fire.
But he doesn't notice that, and he's knocked out by just a falling board.
Yeah, so he's degraded.
So, well, I kind of think the last episode kind of makes up for that. I mean,
yeah, but
which we'll get to soon.
Look at how he's being treated as of now, this season, and how, compare this season compared to the other seasons. What his status was. Would you say he's less threatening?
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that he's not funny anymore.
Oh no, that's not the case. I'm making the fact that he's not intimidating anymore. He's not, threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems like Riker took that role with ease.
Yeah.
Or number one.
Number one. So, yeah, it's not a bad episode. It's not a bad episode. It's passable, really. It's kind of nice to see some more capabilities of the Zippleback, like you said.
Honestly, if I were to pick, I would have kicked the last episode off and just had this one instead. No, it's not like it's the axe.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I would have rather kicked that episode out. It was nice to see that. I would have combined certain elements from that episode with this episode.
Yeah, but when I say an episode is bad, I use standards set by Big Man on Burke.
Ew. Good thing those are rare.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I would have rather had this episode than the It's Not Like It's the Axe.
Okay. Well, that's your prerogative.
That is my prerogative.
No, and it's kind of nice to see Hiccup, in a badass role. Yeah, I mean, he's more of, the geeky hero that we've seen.
No, it's actually, this episode make it look like that, yeah, he may be scrawny, but he is Stoic's son.
Mm-hmm.
And, as we say, big thing comes in small packages.
Mm-hmm. So we got nothing for this.
Nothing for this. You got any suggestions to close it?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Well, then, if I may.
Okay, it's right. It's right to know. We'll see you next time.